You picked up your phone this morning before you got out of bed. You checked it during a conversation today. You opened an app, closed it, and opened it again 3 seconds later, without even noticing. You're probably watching this on your phone right now, and at some point today, maybe 5 minutes from now, you're going to pick it up again without deciding to. Not because you're weak, not because you have no self-control, because 1,000 engineers spent years making sure you can't stop, and they use the same trick casinos use on slot machines. And it works on everyone. Here's exactly how they did it. Your brain has a system, a reward system, and it runs on one chemical, dopamine. Dopamine is not the pleasure chemical. That's the first thing most people get wrong. Dopamine is the wanting chemical. It doesn't fire when you get something good. It fires when you think you might be about to get something good. That difference is everything. Think about how a slot machine works. You pull the lever, you don't know what's coming. Maybe nothing. Maybe a small win, maybe a jackpot. That uncertainty, that not knowing, is what keeps you pulling. If every pull gave you the same thing, you'd stop quickly. The brain gets bored of guaranteed rewards. But uncertain rewards? The brain never gets bored of those. It just keeps wanting. Now think about what happens when you check your phone. You open it. You don't know what's there. Maybe nothing new. Maybe a message from someone you like. Maybe something funny. Maybe something that makes you feel good about yourself. You never know. And that not knowing is the whole trick. You are pulling a slot machine that fits in your pocket. And here's the part that will actually make you angry. This was not an accident. In 2009, a small team of engineers at Facebook sat down with one specific goal. Not to make a better product. Not to make you happier. To make you open the app as many times as possible per day. They studied gambling psychology. They studied how rats behave when rewards are random. They looked at everything that makes addiction work. And then they built it into a button. The pull to refresh feature you use every day, designed to feel like a slot machine lever. Intentionally. The engineer who built it said so himself. The notification badge, that little red number on your app, was designed to feel like an unresolved itch. Something incomplete. Something your brain needs to close. The infinite scroll. The fact that your feed never ends was specifically built so there is no natural stopping point. Every other designed thing in your life has a stopping point. A book ends, a TV episode ends, a meal ends. Your phone feed never ends because ending was removed on purpose. These are not features, they are hooks, and the people who built them knew exactly what they were doing. Tristan Harris worked inside Google for years. He called what they built a race to the bottom of the brainstem, a competition between the biggest companies on Earth to see who could grab the most primitive parts of your brain and hold on the longest. He also pointed out something that nobody talks about enough. You are not the customer. You are the product. Your attention is what they sell. To advertisers, to anyone who will pay. And the more time you spend on the app, the more your attention is worth. So the goal was never to make something good for you. The goal was to make something you can't leave. And they succeeded. The average person checks their phone 96 times a day, once every 10 minutes, every waking hour, and most of those times, you don't even remember doing it. Your hand just moved. Your thumb just opened it. Your brain sent the signal before your conscious mind had any say. That is not a habit. A habit is something you decided to do until it became automatic. This is something that was designed to bypass your decision-making entirely. Now, here is the uncomfortable part. Knowing all of this probably won't stop you. You now know it's a slot machine. You now know it was built deliberately. You now know your attention is being sold. And in about 10 minutes, you are still going to pick up your phone. The dopamine loop doesn't care what you know. It runs underneath your thinking, not inside it. The wanting fires before the knowing even gets a chance. But here's what actually does help. The engineers who built these systems, the ones who designed the slot machine, the infinite scroll, the notification badge, a surprising number of them don't use the products they built. They use grayscale screens. They delete the apps. They leave their phones in another room at night. They know something you now know too. The phone in your pocket was not built to make your life better. It was built to keep you reaching for it. And every time your hand moves before your brain decides, that's not you failing. That's the machine working exactly the way it was designed to.